it's time to head back outdoors and start thinking about planting our gardens. This year, why not consider a rain garden? Well, we have Michael Dietz and David Dixon from UConn Extension here to give us the details on exactly what a rain garden is. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.
So I guess that's a good place to start. What is a rain garden?
Well, it's actually a very simple tool to help treat stormwater. So runoff that comes off of all of our buildings and parking lots in our urban areas actually is one of the biggest water quality problems in the country right now, according to EPA.
Because it's so polluted? Or?
Exactly, exactly. So a rain garden is a very simple landscape tool that you can use. So it's just a depression in the landscape that's designed to take some of that stormwater and infiltrate it into the ground before it gets into the stormwater system.
And they're actually quite pretty. We have the pictures up on the screen.
So it has a nice double benefit of being something that helps treat stormwater, but it's also a nice amenity to your yard.
Well, if we want one of these in our yard, how do we start?
Well, we have some simple tools online. We have a website that helps people. We normally do these trainings in person, but we just came up with some ways to do this electronically. So our website will kind of step you through picking a site, figuring out how big to make the garden, what kind of plants to put in. And we also have an app that we've created that was Dave's idea.
Dave, show us the app.
Okay, so this is our rain garden app that basically walks you through the basics of what a rain garden is, how to design one properly, because you can put a rain garden almost anywhere, but you want to make sure that your soils can infiltrate the water fast enough, soak it up fast enough, so it doesn't become a breeding ground for mosquitoes.
Sure.
And other than that, you don't want to put it too close to your house, but other than that, it can go pretty much anywhere. Anywhere where that water will soak in. And so this talks about how to do all of that. There's a series of videos in here showing, starring Mike Dietz that talk about how to do that. And there's also, I'm going to show you one cool tool. It's a sizing map where you can zoom in on your house and tap on the corners of that house. If it comes up fast enough, maybe it won't. But you just tap on the corners of your house. It'll tell you how big that area is and how big the rain garden has to be to treat that. So tried to make it as easy as possible for people to do this properly.
So what can happen with the polluted storm water?
Well, the main thing is it gets into the surface water bodies around the state. So our rivers, our lakes, and ultimately the sound. So all of these things that accumulate are detrimental to the things that live in the water. If you like to go fishing, if you like to eat shellfish, sometimes you hear beaches getting closed in the summer. This is the main reason why that stuff's happening.
Got it. And what did you bring with here today?
We have a few different plants that do well in rain gardens. So the types of plants in general are ones that will do well without a lot of extra care. So they're plants that are native to this area. So we picked out a few today that will also draw butterflies to the garden. So again, multiple benefits here: stormwater, having some sort of some nice garden to look at, but also attracts wildlife as well. So here we have a swamp milkweed, and that's a very nice. It actually got a picture of the yeah, that's what the flower looks like. So it's a little tough this time of year because the plants aren't blooming yet, but that's what it will look like. Very pretty flower, nice attractant for butterflies. This one is sweet pepper bush, has a very fragrant bloom, also attracts butterflies. A little more of a shrub, so this one is just a vegetative perennial, this one is a shrub. And the last one on your side here, this is New York ironweed. So I don't know if you can see the picture of it there. Very, very pretty bloom. Will grow 3 to 4 or 3 to 5 feet tall with a purple color.
Oh, wow.
Also attracts butterflies.
Great. Dave, I want to ask you, what is UConn Extension all about?
UConn Extension basically takes the research that's going on campus and makes it useful for everybody.
Oh.
So we do a lot with, we have master gardeners who can help you with plants and pests that are bothering your plants. And so if you have any questions like that, you can go to your local extension office, there's one in every county in Connecticut, and get more information about that.
Fantastic. You guys have some pretty sharp gardens at your house, I'm assuming?
We do. We have a real nice one at one of the pictures that you'll see up on the screen there is from our extension office. There's actually 2 of them up there that are from extension offices.
Fantastic. So it's not really a hard thing to do, is it?
It's not, and we try to make it even easier with the app.
Yeah, I mean, you have step-by-step instructions here.
The other thing that's in here is a plant selector. So if you don't like these plants and you want to select other ones, you can just do a search for all native plants in Connecticut that work well in a rain garden. You can search for butterflies or pollinators or whatever colors you want to put in your garden are all right in here.
And where do we find the app?
The app you can find on our website, or you can just do a search in the App Store, either the Google Play or the iTunes App Store for Rain Garden, and this is the app that will come up.
Very nice. Well, gentlemen, thanks so much for being here. Thanks
Our
for
pleasure.
the ideas.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Ryan, we'll send things over to you.